Hello, and welcome back to the 3 Up Moon live stream. It is Saturday, everybody. Happy Saturday. Hope you had a good Saturday morning. If you were hanging out with Saturday morning cartoons earlier in the Discord space, thanks for hanging out, and I hope you had a good start to your weekend. The weekend is not my weekend, so just transitioning from work mode into stream mode at the moment. But welcome in Wesso and Idarama. You see the roulette has cursed us today. Well, we are playing episode 43 of our animal and creature themed retro roulette. It's our biggest roulette wheel of this whole ongoing series, and if you're new to the channel, or if you're just watching this on YouTube for the first time, basically I've taken some time to curate themed lists of video games from Atari 2600 to N64 or PS1, and we do this interactive stream where you can spin the wheel anytime, and whatever game it lands on, I have to play. We also do an initial spin every stream, and it's kind of fun because everything fits the theme, but we're jumping around from console to console, and it's just something we've been doing on the channel for a while now. This is our longest running wheel and also our biggest wheel, but we do different themes like food and cooking themed games, sci-fi and space themed games, and even puzzle games and games all about the mind and dreams and perception, including brain training games, games that require you to put a little more thought into them, like point and click adventures and mystery games and stuff like that. So this is super fun. We're diving into a game. I haven't tried number 2 actually of this. I actually really love the Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle, or Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle on the original NES. Maybe it's just nostalgic bias, but I grew up with it and really enjoyed it. And it was a game that I had in my original collection that I always went to try and beat my high score. It was just always a personal challenge. We've played a few ROM hacks of it before, and our initial spin today gets us the sequel, Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle 2 from 1991 on the original Game Boy. We have played the third one before on stream. And the third one was kinda janky. It controlled a little differently. There's a certain finicky precision involved in the control of the very first NES one that kind of reminds me of Donkey Kong Jr., Donkey Kong, Burger Time, all classic NES games that were based on arcade games where you have to be very precise on when you're pressing like up to move upstairs and stuff like that, so it can be pretty finicky. But enjoy some of this music. It won't be long. We're going to be ripping into some Game Boy classic puzzle platformer action. It's not going to be too bad. But remember that you can spin that wheel anytime you want. If you want to see me play something else, in the previous episode we played games from the Sega Master System, N64, PS1, Super Nintendo, and I think we also did touch upon some Game Boy stuff, so you never know what we're gonna get, and it's part of the fun. I'm just gonna go get myself a top up on my coffee and, like I said, transition from work mode to stream mode. I'll be right back. Stick around. fun fact about the Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle games is that they were released in Brazil, but replaced Bugs with Woody Woodpecker, because in Brazil, Woody Woodpecker remained popular and is still one of the most popular cartoon characters there right now, which is cool. They actually even made a Woody Woodpecker live-action / CG crossover film, kind of like the really bad Garfield films and the Scooby-Doo films, more recently than you would think, in Brazil only, and it made a ton of money. People like their Woody Woodpecker. If you're not following Wesso, go give Wesso a follow. There's a really, really cool channel over there. And if you're into roguelikes and dungeon crawlers and stuff like that, definitely a place to check out. Oh yeah, that's some coffee music. Right there. I want to say thank you to the recent subscribers on YouTube, the recent followers as well. Thank you to 1,000 Years Steven for the follow. How did you get here? Did you get here through the 1,000 Year Door? We haven't even played that game yet. We plan to. In fact, that's the next Mario RPG that we're going to play on the channel. Well, maybe you can give us some tips. Also, thank you to the Witherling and to Fexi and Kirkin997 for the follows. I appreciate it. Alright, so you should be able to see me, everyone. As you can see, we've got the game up on the screen, and let's dive right in. Oh, cool. You've been playing Hollow Cure recently, which is a Vampire Survivors-like game that's free. Cool. Alright, hopefully this is a decent balance in volume. I can adjust it still. So it's quite simple, we just want to stay away from the enemies. Oh, cool. You also found a neat breakout roguelike. Nice. That's really cool. Oh, neat. And Hollow Cure you think is better than Vampire Survivors. So everyone's doing... That's the new trendy thing now. Is to do a Vampire Survivors like. There's one called Don't Shit on My Roof. And you're on your roof protecting your roof from a bunch of pigeons that are trying to shit on your roof. That one you can just play on itch.io. It's pretty funny. It's got like a Game Boy aesthetic. I like the idea of a breakout roguelite though. Or just like the idea that you're playing like a procedurally generated, different every time breakout game. That'd be neat. Okay, we're missing something. Yes. So this is really tough. I mean, this isn't terrible. I feel like I got lucky there. But the first one's way better, in my opinion. The first Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle. I mean, when you're going from NES to Game Boy, that wasn't always the smoothest transition for a lot of games, but the DuckTales games on Game Boy are pretty much the exact same as the NES ones, which is nice. Oh, I bet the breakout one is hard. What's it called? This is kind of a weird way to like lay out the levels. Ooh, that's lucky. But I bet the game wants us to save it. No? Maybe not. You can, just like Scooby-Doo characters, you can pass each other in the hall and do the whole door gag thing. So the handheld games seem to be all about collecting keys, where the NES game was all about collecting carrots. It's called Whacker Ball. Nice. Oh. Wow, look at this tech that they brought into the game. You got all the keys, all the keys, all the keys. Oh, did we? Great. You also got a few super early ones that can show promise. Oh, like there's a few newer games that are in like early access. I've been following a whole bunch of really cool games on Discord, in different Discords and Twitters, and I'm actually on the waitlist for a few games to check out. There's one called Under a Rock. Have you heard of Under a Rock? It's a procedurally generated, basically like survival exploration game that looks almost like a Pixar movie in a way. Like it just looks it's really vibrant. It's really colorful, and you can create a character, and the idea is like you're spelunking and you're exploring caves and caverns and all sorts of interesting just like pathways, but all of it is procedurally generated. There's interesting characters that you can find, like the animals are kind of like more like Pixar characters. It's really interesting. Small team is making it, called Nordic Trolls, but I'm hoping to try that one out when it comes out. I'll send you an invite to the Discord if you're curious, Wesso, because they have a section for content creators, and you can kind of see an example of just what they're working on, and it looks pretty cool. There's a lot of sweet visuals going on. There's one called Relic Dudes that's like Vampire Survivors-ish, but co-op. Ooh, that's one of the things that I was saying, like, through playing Vampire Survivors, I got a lot of friends that play it as well, and it'd be really cool to be able to play that multiplayer. I've constantly been saying that since I've been playing it. Saying it and playing it. That looks interesting. I'm very curious to play a game like that. Multiplayer would be really fun. Currently doesn't have much content. Yeah, you said it was small at this point, but it's cool to follow those things and see the development of games. And you know, working for a game development company, I'm just always more curious about that now. It's just something that interests me more. It always has, but it interests me even more. Show some promise. Nice. Wow, Tweety's sprite is massive compared to Bugs. Now there's a really good Daffy Duck game by Sunsoft on the original Game Boy, and we've played it before as part of this series. It has some excellent animation. The animations here are like just 2 frames. It's pretty simple. 2-3 frames. The animation in the Daffy Duck game is clearly, you can see that every person on that team grew up watching classic Daffy Duck cartoons. And they pull direct references in the animations from all the classic cartoons. It's really cool. Oh, that's cool. You've been playing Slay the Spire and Hades still, but you recently found a Slay the Spire mod that added Yu-Gi-Oh! That's amazing. And one for Pokemon. Slay the Shadow Realm. The Heart of the Spire. I love it. It's time to slay. Yeah, I'm not sure why or what we can do at this point. Because, like, is Tweety gonna walk off the ledge? I don't think so. That is where we gotta go, but we don't have any weaponry. Oh my god. What? How did you get down here? Dude. Oh, I bet. There's I posted it a while ago, but there was actually no. It's in Tome of Cards, our trading card game, card-based game and tabletop channel in the Discord. I posted near the top this Pokemon game that's based off of Inscription, and Inscription's an interesting card game as well. And the Pokemon one, it's like called like Pokemon Crystal League or something like that. It's really cool, and it also really works well for the same reason, like you're saying. It makes sense since both are card games. I highly check it out. It's just I highly recommend checking it out, and maybe highly check it out. Whatever state you want to be in when you check it out, that's your own prerogative. It's definitely worth a playthrough. I think I may have pinned it to the channel, to Tome with Cards, but if not, it's at the top, and it's not. There's not a ton of posts in that channel yet. Oop. Blink. Wait, I just assume that time's gonna pass, or no? No, he stays the same place. So that's just dumb. I have to waste it. Now Taz is gonna fall in love with us. What the enemies are using the friggin'... Did you see that? Spike up here is using the rope. So that means Tweety could, potentially. Shit. Interesting. So far we've seen rabbits, cats, dogs, specifically a bulldog. Canaries. Tasmanian devils. Get out of here, dude. Come on, Spike. Here, boy. Here, boy. Bye-bye. That's the only way to get rid of him. Pull the old switcheroo. You've also recently lowered some of your times in Neon White. Yeah, Neon White is really cool. I like the visuals in that. We played a bunch of Overwatch recently. I had a really good time with my time in Overwatch. Time with my time. And you played some Minecraft recently too. Nice. I need to do more with my life. Rogue life. Let's see what kind of build you get this time. Nope. Life don't work that way. Can I re-roll? would be nice. Okay, ready? We got this. Take a key. See a few more people are dropping in. Welcome in. Okay, how are we gonna do this? Hope that Tweety gets the F out. No? Yes. I didn't realize we had we didn't use it on Taz there. Oh, this is perfect. This is it. This is the run. Yes! Ooh. Oh shit. Can we do it again? Yes. It worked. And they say you couldn't bulldog the bulldog. He's been bulldogged. You have been bulldogged. Nice. It's good. Overwatch is really fun if you have the same good crew of people and you got a good crew. Good. Can we do it? I played it with my work buddies a bunch of times. We're planning to do another session of it. I really enjoy it. You know what I found out was really cool? Is that my original Battle.net account, which I mostly played Hearthstone using, speaking of card games, because I had to sign in to my account for Overwatch. My original account is Bass in Spectra, which is my ambient electronic music moniker. If you actually, I'll post it here if anyone wants to check out some of my music. It's good music to chill out to. It's heavily sample based, but very atmospheric. I like to describe them like digital sound paintings. But my tag is Bass in Spectra, believe it or not, 1337. And I thought to myself, that's got to be worth something, that tag. Especially when you're talking, you know, for someone's WoW account or something like that. If someone wants that, like, I don't know how that to facilitate that, but if someone wants that number somehow, is there a way to do that? I don't know. I thought it was pretty funny. Huh. Okay, so the pickaxe doesn't destroy the wall, but it lets you over the wall. Got all the keys. We got all the keys. Hey, not bad. 3 stages in. Do we keep going? It's up to you. Hammer! Oh yeah, the hammer's not for enemies. Whoops. Works the same as doors. That was lucky as hell. That's right, we bomped him. Oh, we got ourselves a wheel spin. So how does it work? Well, it's super simple. We play some music. We spin that wheel that you can't see. Bing! Game number 1379 is the one we got here. I was like, 1337. What the? That'd be insane. 1379. Game 1337 today, because this is our biggest wheel, is actually Cobra Triangle on NES, which we've played before. It's not that great. Not as elite as it would like to think. 1379. Cool. 1379 is a Game Boy game as well. And it's a Mickey Mouse game. Mickey Mouse Magic Wands. Never played it before. Mickey Mouse Magic Wands on the Game Boy. Alright. Stick around. You've always been curious, is it an actual wheel or just a randomizer? So, I've just got a list that I randomize every single time. And the list changes, so, you know, between now and, let's say, like 20 episodes ago, specifically for this series, that, you know, the list has changed. It's kind of evolved, like the cartoon playlists. And I put that into something that basically shuffles its order every single time. And then I use a random number generator to pick a number, and then I pick the number off the list, basically. But it would be cool to set up an actual wheel, set up visuals. Oh, no way. Mickey Mouse Magic Wands. You owned it, and you may still have the card. Very cool. Let's check it out. I mean, we've played in this series, we've played Mickey Mania several times, and that's what I'm familiar with because I used to rent it a lot, and I also had VHS tapes with the original classic animated cartoons that all the levels are based off of. Rolling a 2K sided die. Oh my god. Basically. Essentially. For this, it's a 1500K sided die. That'd be a really funny animation. If you could somehow make it happen and then... Like if you could roll it and then it would land and it was different every time you rolled it. I don't know anyone who does like 3D animation, but that would be really cool. Where you'd always get like a randomized outcome. And the camera just pans in on the one section and tells you what the number is. It's like a magic 1500 ball instead of a magic 8 ball. But yeah, I'm familiar with the Magical Quest games. Speaking of magic. What a transition. Okay. This is it. On a beautiful day, Mickey and his pals decided to go for a walk. What is this walk you speak of? In the forest. They were so distracted by the natural beauty around them, they became lost. Goofy, do you see that scary looking castle? Said Minnie. How are you supposed to know who's speaking? Gosh. That's where the wizard lives. Okay. I heard the castle's filled with tricks and traps. Let's not get any closer. I heard that she's got magic wands that can make ice and fire and other magic, says Donald. Donald would know about magic, of course, being a mage in the Kingdom Hearts games. Oh, that's a cool way to do it. Each D10. I see what you're saying. Each D10 is a digit, so the red one is the one digit, the blue one is the second digit, and the third one. We better get away from here. That'll show you. Your laughing, joking, and playing has disturbed my evil sleep. Now I can finally get some shut-eye, says the evil wizard. Suddenly a big hole opened up, and Mickey's friends fell in. Don't think to rescue your pals either. I've trapped each one in a puzzle your little brain could never solve. Now go away before I trap you too, she shouts. It's like, okay. I mean, I'll just leave, because if they're trapped, I don't want to get trapped, and they're trapped, I'm out of here. There's a door. Can I find anything inside? Is it too loud, by the way, or too low? I feel like it's an abrasive soundtrack, so I brought it down just a touch. A treasure box. Let's see. What's inside? A wand. I can do something by this? I can do something by this? Yes, you can. A crystal. What happens if I use a wand on this? I can use a wand by B button. I can use a wand by B button. My power will increase by candies. The writing here is great. Enemies can't move for a while if I use a music box. Yo, that's exactly ripping off Mario 3. I can defeat enemies by apples. Hell yeah. Love it. Cassette. Saget. Did you see that? Ah, stage. Saget 1. Saget John. Saget Bob. Hey. Yeah, I feel like that'd be more complex as soon as you get into... If you're trying to do 1500, that'd be really difficult to do it with dice. This sure is a difficult game. Sagat 1. Hey. You son of a... You know there are D10s for that, like each face is a value of 100 or 1,000. Oh, wild. That's kind of cool, actually. If you can get, like, because then you're getting, like, even more, I guess, like, more complex with your dice rolls. What if that's how you determine how many calories you ate in a day? That'd be very dangerous. Don't ever do that. Well, I rolled a 7. Oh, shit. That's not good. Yesterday I got a 20,000. Get me out of here. Gorsh. Apparently these were the puzzles that the witch thought that our little rat brain couldn't comprehend. They're not puzzles, I'm just collecting shit. That's not a puzzle. It's like, oh, let's break this. So we're being destructive. And greedy. See? Boom. Destroying what's not ours, and then taking it. Taking what you find inside. Is there just a switch for this? You also played a bit of Backpack Hero. Backpack Hero is pretty cool. And Peglin I've played as well. Also Gunfire Reborn and Risk of Rain too. Nice. Were you doing this on stream or off stream? This is a funny cursed Game Boy situation we're in right now. Oh. Most of it's on stream. Nice. Oh, off stream. Most of stream I play. I was like, what? What? How do we know? Is there no way to like... Oh, that's dumb. Is that supposed to be a key? Yeah, that did not look like a key. That's all I'm gonna say. We'll just leave it at that. That certainly doesn't look like a key. I mean, you expect that from like a low-grade ROM hack from back in the day, but not from an official release from Disney. Oh, shit. So I see that people want to see me play this cursed game. I've definitely played worse games. But this just feels like it holds your hand. What the? Also, how's a frog climbing down and up a ladder with no arms? Oh, we got ourselves a wheel spin. Okay, let's do it. Let's change it up. Bing. Landing on game number 1402. Let's see what it is. $14.02. Oh, cool. I haven't played the Game Boy Advance Worms game. Worms Blast on Game Boy Advance. I grew up with Worms too. I used to love making my own levels because the level editor was essentially like MS Paint. You could just draw it in with a tool. And speaking of that, what are your favorite retro games that had level editors built in? I mean, there was Excitebike. Fire and Ice is a puzzle game on the NES that had its own built-in level design, level editor. I used to enjoy making Brawl stages, and actually, I mean, it's pretty limited. But Super Smash Bros. Brawl did have a pretty cool level editor. But that's a good question of the day. Let me know in the chat, in the YouTube comments, or in the Twitch chat. And let's check out some Worms Blast. I haven't played it. I think the only two I've played are Worms 2 and Worms Armageddon. And sorry, Worms World Party as well was another one that was pretty fun. Ooh, Itorama says Time Splitters had a really cool level editor, level creator. Nice. That's interesting, because Time Splitters was a first-person shooter, right? It was a goofy first-person shooter on PS2, so there's a sequel to it as well. So that's cool. There's not a lot of first-person shooters that would give you your own level editor, which is cool. Just opens up a lot of stuff. It was a lot of fun, and the level editor is pretty advanced too. When you say goofy, when you say goofy FPS on PS2, I just want a Disney-themed first-person shooter where you play as Goofy. Goofy or Max, like a Goof Troop FPS on PS2. It's called a Goofy Shooty. A Goofy Shooty. And then the sequel on PS3 that recently got remastered this year. An extremely goofy shooty. Goof Troopers, yes. I would totally play Goof Troopers. Come on, who wouldn't? I mean, the Goof Troop game was great, and it did have like shooting elements, so you could maybe like turn that into like a. Oh, you know what? We just need a Doom mod. That's all we need. Gorsh. And every time you die, ah, hoo hoo hoo. Okay, we'll be starting in just a sec. I see a few more people popping in. Happy Saturday. Welcome in. It's the Saturday vibes, the retro animal creature themed roulette vibes. Oh, key change. It's one of my favorite pieces of music from the Animal Crossing series. This is KK Cruisin', but it's also mixed in. This is a remix by Mesmonium. This is the true remix. It's more of a cover, really. But a really, like a cover that elevates the original. But I love KK Cruisin'. It's one of my favorite songs from Animal Crossing as a whole. Oh no, we're gonna have to pause on that Donkey Kong music because we are here. This is it. Let me know if it's too loud. Woohoo! I can dig it. I can dig the old school throwback to like the Codemasters games, like the Adventure Island Dizzy. That ship that you're hearing, the synth. It's not bad. Puzzle mode, interesting. Tournament mode versus mode multiplayer. Oh, you know, I could totally see a Worms game being epic multiplayer. If, like, you were a kid and you brought it to school, your two friends have it, and you can just use the link cable. That's pretty cool. I had a lot of first-hand experience playing multiplayer games, or just, like, trading Pokemon, or playing games using the link cable as a kid on the original Game Boy. I just have more, I think I just spent more time with my original Game Boy and Game Boy Color. But I loved my Game Boy Advance. I got it pretty much right when it came out. I got the purple one, and got Super Mario Advance. And I brought that thing to school every day. Played a ton of it. It's actually the way I've played Super Mario Bros. 2 the most, is levels through the Game Boy Advance. So I could see how this would have been fun. Let's just try versus mode. Yeah, I'm not really sure I want to do a tournament. Okay, let's try versus mode. Deathmatch, maybe. Oh, we got character choices. This is weird. Maybe this won't be a traditional Worms game. We got Rocky, we got Calvin, Boggy B. His latest SoundCloud mixtape is pretty good. Suzette, Stavros, and Ethel. Let's use this guy. Let's use Stavros. Stavros versus Fletcher. Okay, these definitely don't look like Worms characters, but I guess moles in the Worms universe kind of makes sense. Fight to the death, collect the crates. Got it. Hey, okay, this is not what I thought. Jeez, alright. Interesting. So it's like Puzzle Bobble, but it's... Wow, okay. Damn, it's like Puzzle Bobble. I just don't know. Oh, damn it. Okay, we're just sinking. This is very weird. I've never seen anything like this. So it's like two-player Puzzle Bobble, but it uses the same canon physics from the Worms games. What in the hell? I got it. Oh, I see. I see now. I'm gonna match the colors up. Otherwise, nothing's happening. Oh, you can go onto their side. Okay, that's interesting. This is a very weird blending of games, but I actually kind of get it. Oh, we screwed up. It's nope. I understand why you won. That's like, nothing was cheap about that. I just suck at this game. Interesting. Interesting. I certainly did not expect to go into a Worms game thinking that this was, or expecting like a puzzle game at all. Alright. Now that I kind of know what sort of what to do. Okay, it's gonna rain on me. That's interesting. I wonder if that's an effect that the, that's pretty funny. I wonder if it's an effect that the opponent inflicted on us. Well, that sucks. That actually really sucks because look, it's filling up our water too. Holy shit. That is definitely not helpful. Great. What? It's got kind of vibes of Tetris Battle Gaiden as well, because there's a lot of different effects that I guess you can send over to the opponent. So I've actually done a bunch of co-op streams with my partner playing Tetris Battle Gaiden and different versions of Tetris, and we'll do a co-op stream again soon. We had a lot of fun with it. In fact, we were talking about it the other day. Maybe playing some more Mario Golf on N64, which is one of our favorites, or some Tetris games. But if you haven't played Tetris Battle Gaiden, it is so good. It's a very multiplayer, two-player focused experience, and I really, really enjoy it. It's one of my favorite ways to play Tetris. Got good music. One of my other favorite ways to play Tetris is on the NES and on the Game Boy Color. Tetris DX. It's an awesome game. Tetris DS is also a really good game as well on the Nintendo DS. This is bad. Drop in the fridge. Yeah, I guess so. This is not an easy game. I guess it does say fight to the death. No. That's BS. Nothing we can do. Let's try a different game mode. Let's try out the puzzles. See what that's about. The music's not bad. It's not a terrible game at all. Yeah, that's Big Calvin. He left Hobbs at home. Alright, nice map. Got a sea monster in there. Sure. First up, let's see if you know your right from left. Try out your boat by moving left and right. Oh, this is a cool character. We're a mouse. We're a mouse with a cape. Our boat is a banana. Or like a fruit. Interesting. And I guess an intentional or unironic use of Comic Sans. Always gotta love that. Using the control pad to aim and holding down the A button to launch your shot. Take out the yellow blocks. Don't tell me what to do, don't tell me what to do, even though it's a tutorial and I asked you to do it. Don't do it. I can figure it out even though he's look at this. Ooh. Certainly not where I thought the Worms series was going to go. I mean, this game is 20 years old. That makes me feel old. Very soon we're going to hit the 40th anniversary of the NES. Come on. Don't go breaking my heart. I'm trying to kill you. Orbs. Get orbed. It's not easy. And not fun. Okay, I think we get it. Well, that's a great way to start. Always down to discover a new puzzle game. Some of my favorite types of games to play. 1 minute. Holy shit. Or a mouse on a fruit, using it as a bow, carrying a bazooka and wearing a cape and collecting stars as they fall. In this pond, outside of a house, outside a volcano that's coolly erupting. None of that is weird. None of that is unusual. Avoid the rocks as they fall into the stream. Outside the house is clearly not the mouse's house. He just hangs out here on his weird floaty fruit with his cannon, shooting blocks. Oh, he's gone. Well, rest in peace, mouse. That's it. This is not a Worms game, and I am going to intervene and spin the wheel. Let's do it. Game 881. Let's see what it is. Lots of games on the list. Could be from Atari 2600 all the way up to N64. Cool. We have ourselves a Game Gear game. We're going to play the Itchy and Scratchy game. We've played Itchy and Scratchy Miniature Golf, which was a game that's a very interesting one. That's on Game Boy. We played that one before. We played Treehouse of Horror, which is a pretty janky Game Boy game. And we played a bunch of the Bart versus the Space Mutants, Bart versus the World, that kind of thing. Those games as well. But yeah, let's check it out. I haven't tried this one. The Itchy and Scratchy game on Game Gear. Let's go. Here it is. And let me know if it's too loud or too quiet. Let's go with medium. It's the only option we have. Now the other itchy and scratchy game that we played was a mini golf game. So you're basically kicking. It's an interesting game because it's like a platformer where you're trying to not get killed, and you're trying to avoid a whole bunch of obstacles like this. But pause. That's cute. It's an interesting game though because it's unlike any other game I've ever played because it's also a mini golf game and you're supposed to keep the. Mix this up. You're supposed to keep the ball in play. And it doesn't count as many, like how many strokes that you take, but still, it's an interesting game because it's sort of like this, but you're also playing golf. So this one just looks like a fighting game. Oh. The music is clearly a parody of the Flintstones theme. Wow. It's like the Sonic Advance thing when you get the shoes. Ooh. Itchy, it's the scratchy, have an itchy, itchy, scratchy time. It's almost like the Flintstones theme song, but it's almost different. It's just legally distinct enough. Oh yeah. It's just legally distinct enough. Oh yeah. Itchy, it's the scratchy, it's the itchy. I think we hired you to make original music for the game. This is original. Apparently this was never released for Genesis, but there was a prototype that exists. A Genesis version of this. And it was released on the Super Nintendo. Look at this terrifying, like absolutely terrifying icon of my own face. Why? This is a ridiculous game. I didn't mean to reload, but there we go. Here we are. Yes. This is cursed. We were talking about Bugs Bunny being cursed. The Mickey Mouse game was just easy. And this is cursed. Oh, it's telling us where to go, I think. Yep, it is telling us. Oh, that's cheese. I was wondering what that was. It's not just taking us back to the very beginning. Okay, now it's... Oh, it's just pointing to us. I get it. The arrow is telling us where Scratchy is. Yep. Get out of here. Unless we're supposed to kill him. And he teleports. Okay. That's a thing. Oh. Did he just jump off? Yes. Got him again. Got him again. You wanna fight? Let's go. You wanna bite? Fight, fight, fight. Bite, bite, bite. Damn it. Our health is definitely going down. I just can't tell if their health is. In the bottom right. At least the other one, when you're playing golf, kept you engaged, but also was fun to go after Scratchy in. I feel like this is not as fun as the other one, as the mini golf. Itchy and Scratchy mini golf. But just like Worm's Blast, it's an interesting like mix of games. I've never seen like a sports platformer. So close. His health is super low. Let's go. Come on. So close. It's got to be it. There's like a friggin' sweet spot. You can't go past the rock. Just get scratchied. Get fought. Get bit. They fought and bit and fought and fought and bit. Fought, bit, bit, bit. It was the Itchy and Scratchy Show. We're spinning it. Get out of here. Scratchy. Get scratched. Get scratched. Ch-ch-ch-ch-ch. Game 780 is next. Stick around. And we'll find out what it is. Hey, we got ourselves Donkey Kong Jr. on the NES. A classic, one of my favorites. Okay, 1 sec, I'll be right back and then we'll continue with the next game. While we were talking about things being 20 years old, but Donkey Kong Classics, or at least Donkey Kong as a game, he's 40 years old. Think about that. Just brewing some tea and having a snack before we continue. Okay, sorry about that. Longer than I expected. And hopefully this is not too loud. You can see me, you can hear me. So this was like I said, a go-to for me, kind of similar to what I was talking about earlier with Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle as a kid. This was a go-to to like always try and beat my high score and just trying to see how far I can go, which is really fun. All right. Oh, okay. No. It's really tough. to use that spring to jump right on that platform, but if you can, you get such a head start. Yes, we did it. Hell yes. Yes. Sorry, I just had to leave and come back. I am back now. Sorry about the lack of music. Damn it. Oh, holy shit. That was so close. Oh my god. It is fucking on. I'm not even gonna say it. You know what it's on like. So last time we played this without music. We played an SNES conversion. Someone converted the NES version of Donkey Kong Jr. into a playable SNES game. Didn't do anything to the graphics or music. They just made this run on the SNES. And we got to like loop 5. Right now you can see in the top right corner it says L2, which as a kid I always thought in the original Donkey Kong meant Luigi, because I just assumed that, you know, Mario and Luigi, there's both of them. But no, it's just the amount of loops of levels that you're doing. Yes. We're on a roll. We're on a barrel roll. Trying to do this one-handed, it's not a good idea. Oh, holy shit, that was so lucky. So many, like, tight moments are happening. Yes. The faster you get to the end of each stage, the bigger the bonus is, which you can also see in the top right corner. Yes! This might be our best run ever of this stage, and then of course we we choo it at the end. There we go. So the sound effect of like the computer sounds in that specific stage of Donkey Kong Jr. I use that sound effect when I was younger, when I was like 14, 15 and ran my own animation website. I was a Newgrounds affiliate, had a team of different animators that did like sprite animations. And I utilized this sound, but just really shortly, as part of our like stinger. It's called Dungeon Studios. And the slogan was "Release your inner pixel." Ridiculous. It's pretty funny. Yes. Oh, I was pushing it. Fuck that. What was I gonna do there? Nope. No, I'm not gonna do it. I have to wait. Wait for it to come this way. No, too early. There we go. Shit. Great. Yes. Damn it. We never had this height of a run with Donkey Kong Jr. And we played it a lot on stream. Wow. 40 years old is just a number, and that number is 40. Get away from me, claptraps. Stay away from me, claptraps. Get away from me, claptraps. Stay away from me, claptraps. There we go. Welcome in, zombie. How's it going? Okay, I'll take the old way. Just got groceries and hung out with a friend. Nice. No. Okay, I'll wait. I'll wait. No. There we go. Yes. It gets way harder in Loop 5. Yes! Fuck yeah. Wait for it. Yes! Holy shit. That is tough. We got DK Jr. doing matrix maneuvers over here. Fighting 100 clones of himself. In sunglasses. I'd watch it. Oh my. How tight can things get? Yes. Oh. Yes. How tight can they get? Well, it depends on how hella sick they get, yo. Can't get tight till you get sick. But you gotta get sweet before you get sick. But before you get sweet, you gotta get cool. And before you get cool, you gotta be rad. And you gotta be able to dig it. And you gotta be able to chill with it. And all of this, none of this can happen if you don't have the solid foundation of concurring. And if you don't concur, then none of this can occur. The blue ones will fall all the way down, but the red ones go back up. You gotta remember that, and you also got to remember that it gets harder. Oh, don't worry. The game will make sure you don't forget it gets harder. Ah! There's too many of them. What? No, you can stop yourself from being a loser and undo what happened. Yes, yes, yes. This is way too friggin' hard. Okay. Alright. Maybe I did have the right idea. Yes. That's what you want, is you want them to all choose that path. Perfect. course. Nothing we could do there. Damn it, it disappeared. The sprite disappeared. Did you know that the JR in Donkey Kong Jr. actually stands for Donkey Kong Jockter? Because he's got his honorary Jocktorate. I'm serious. Rarely will you see someone in a subway train saying, "Is anybody a Jockter? Is there any Jockters on the train?" But when it happens, you'll know, and DK Jr. will show up. Oh, almost. Wait for it. Boom. Way faster birds than usual. Yes. I didn't expect that at all. I actually don't want to grab onto that chain. Yes. Shit. That's better. Nope.
Yes. Monkey muscle. What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Saturday. I didn't think they can go that low. So we just gotta go for it.
Ooh. 6th loop. Welcome in, Mighty Collector. Oh, what games have we played so far? Let me see if I can even remember, because we've played so many different animal-themed games. Are they all just blending in? We played Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle 2 on the Game Boy. We played Mickey Mouse's Magic Wand on the Game Boy. We played the Itchy and Scratchy game on the Game Gear. So a bunch of animal-themed licensed cartoon property handheld games. It's just kind of funny. We got some Donkey Kong Jr. and there's something else in there. Oh, Worms Blast, which I didn't expect to be a Super Puzzle Bobble style game using Worms characters and the bazooka mechanics from the Worms games. I didn't know that was a thing. Apparently it's on multiple different consoles. Mickey's Magic Wand was like really basic. It was kind of like Babby's first platformer. Very, very, very basic. Like there were puzzles, but you were just collecting basic stuff. Like photos of your friends. And the puzzles weren't really puzzles, you were just collecting pieces of stuff. It was more like the most basic possible collectathon. But the worst one of those three, in my opinion, was the Itchy and Scratchy game. I really like the Itchy and Scratchy mini golf game because it's sort of a blend of like a death match where you're trying to go for Scratchy and trying to kill him. But it's also a golf game. Look. Legend has it, if you follow Mighty Collector, then you're a real neat person. Yeah, it'll be etched in stone in the universe. That's right. Universal stone. There's an entire nebula of stone, not gas. It's just rocks. And it'll be etched there. Kind of like when you like name a star after yourself. Praise for a Simpsons game that's not the arcade? How unusual. What? Simpsons Hit and Run. Absolutely fantastic. If I could get a way to stream that, I would absolutely love it. I've been following a devlog of a fan trying to make a remastered version of it. And actually, even Simpsons Road Rage would be really fun, but the Simpsons Hit and Run was... It just had like a perfect sort of blend and even balance of being a GTA clone, a Crazy Taxi clone, and its own unique game. And it was one of the first times that you could actually explore Springfield in full in a game, which was really cool. So that one for sure for me is one of the best ones. There was Simpsons Skateboarding, there was Simpsons Wrestling, which are games that you shouldn't play, and they're on PS1. They're pretty awful. You should just look up the graphics in the Simpsons Wrestling and you'll see what I mean. And the Simpsons Skateboarding is definitely not like a Tony Hawk clone in the way that Simpsons Hit and Run is a successful GTA clone. Is there a Simpsons RPG? I wish. There's the arcade game, which is fantastic. Another fan I'm following, just someone on Twitter who's a game developer. There's a fan-made project that somebody's working on to port the Simpsons arcade game over to the Genesis, because it never was ported over. But the Simpsons arcade game is amazing. The Trios of Horror game sucks on Game Boy. and a bunch of the Bart versus the World, Bart versus the Space Mutants. I'm not a fan of those games at all. And I'm a big classic Simpsons fan. But I'd love to see an RPG. That'd be kind of cool. Now you want a Simpsons RPG? Absolutely. I would love for it to be something more akin to Earthbound, just because it takes place in the West and it's modern. It would make more sense rather than like giving them swords and turning them into fantasy characters. I don't want it to be one of those episodes where they're like, let's tell you 3 tales you already know with Simpsons characters. Here's 3 Shakespearean plays. Here's 3 fairy tales. It's like, no, I'm out. But if you want to tell a story that takes place in Springfield, it's like an actual RPG, which is part of the reason why I think Hit and Run worked so well, because it was, I think, the second game actually where you could explore Springfield. Because of course you could do that in Road Rash as well, or Road Rage. But you could totally 100%. No, you need summons. You definitely need summons, and Mr. Plow would be the Mr. Plow truck would be a summon for sure. And you need the jacket to be able to pull off the summon. In the middle of a battle, it says, "Do you want to keep the jacket on?" Just like Marge says in the episode. And if you say yes, then you can summon the Mr. Plow truck. But yeah, don't give them like fantasy. Maybe the classes can have their own unique names, but don't give them like fantasy, like a sword, you know? Like have Lisa use her sax to stun enemies. And then you can upgrade it. You could meet Bleeding Gums Murphy in a side quest and get an upgraded saxophone, which is, it's not necessary to beat the final boss, but it really helps if you have Lisa with the Bleeding Gums sax. Like all sorts of things like that. That'd be super cool. There's so much lore to pull from. That was wild. Too late. You're creating chaos in the AI toolbox. Amazing. Perfect. Love it. Make one character fantasy and one character... Oh, one character is fantasy and sci-fi. The comic book guy. That would be amazing, actually. You give him, like, Cloud's Buster Sword, and you're like, what the... But all his weapons break. He can only use them so many times. And every single time they break, he's like, worst Buster Sword ever. Worst Ultima weapon ever. Professor Frink would teach you new spells, would be like different gear, like different bits of tech. You could have the baby translator. It could be all sorts of like just weird inventions, and then you'd pick them up from Professor Frink. Okay, we just gotta fall. They break because they're paper mache, exactly. It's the cosplay weapons. Ah, shit. Oh, there's a pattern. There's a pattern to it. Oh, wow. Yes. Beautiful timing. Beautiful motorcycle. What Simpsons character would you like to see in an RPG, and what would you like to add to the Simpsons RPG that we're creating right now? What would you like to see? It's bullshit. Fuck. Absolutely ridiculous. What? Oh! Wow. Oh. Loop 7, holy shit. Loop 8. I don't know if I'm ready for Loop 8, folks. I'm gonna take a break real quick here. We're on a roll, but just give me a moment. Holy shit. It's funny, it's such a simple game. It's 40 years old, and every single time I play it, I'm like, holy shit. I'm like on the edge of my seat, and it's like, how? There's 4 screens. That's game design genius right there. We're back. Okay, I'll give this an honest shot, just because it is the farthest I've gotten. Oh, wheel spin. We got a wheel spin. Let's see what game we're gonna play next. Game 594. 594 is Super Donkey Kong Sample on Super Nintendo. It says it's a Donkey Kong Country hack. Okay, let's see what it is. Keeping the Kong rolling. Super Donkey Kong Sample? Question mark? So Super Donkey Kong Sample is a ROM hack of Donkey Kong Country, the first one. I'm always down to play a Donkey Kong game. Honestly, I can't think of one that I wouldn't want to play. Interesting. They basically give you two one-ups right away, right from the get-go. Now we played Donkey Kong Country 2 Unveiled, which I really enjoyed, and Donkey Kong Country 2 The Lost Levels. Those are some really good DKC2 ROM hacks. DKC Mania is a good one, a good hack of this first one. What do you mean times 2? What the hell are you talking about? What? That's bullshit. Okay, they just all spawn randomly. What? Nothing over there. Okay. Interesting level design. What? No. That's pretty funny. Interesting. What? Didn't even see the gap. This is interesting. What? Alright. I can't hit the clump. Maybe we just avoid it altogether. Oh, nice. Take that clump. Clumpoid. We did it. Definitely DKC Mania is one I'd recommend. This one seems like it's all over the place. Yes. Yes. That was actually like the best run that we've done on that level ever. And I realize this is a ROM hack, but that second level is barely unchanged. That's what I was gonna say. Just about, just about to say it. And ROM was like that level looked unchanged. I personally don't care. This game is so good. Like the original is so good. Okay, we'll see. We'll see how different the third level is. Looks unchanged to me. Oh, baby. That's one way to do it. Okay. More secrets. Yep, that was definitely unchanged for sure. So at this point now we're just playing Super Donkey Kong. Maybe the idea was it was just a level hack, because we've seen that before with Super Mario World ROM hacks where it's just one level and it's usually the first level. But who cares? I'll play this. It's just so dang good. Okay, let's do this proper. En garde. The best part is that this level does not have any friggin' time limit. None of the levels do. This is one of my favorite things about this game, is you can just find a safe haven and chill. Speaking of chillin', there was always this place too. You could always just hang out and listen to this. I'm so used to us listening to it at 0.75 times speed in our stream playlist. And we're listening to a remix usually, but this is pretty funny. I forget how fast it is normally. It always reminded me of Mortal Kombat as well, which is pretty funny. Right? It's got that, like, orchestral hit vibe. Ooh, fast banana. You know what I think would be really funny? I really like, so there's this YouTuber who put together these videos of like how fast can you touch grass in Super Mario Brothers, in every Mario game, or in every Zelda game. And they just film themselves like, you know, going through each game and trying to, you know, see how long it takes them for each one. And just made like a fun little YouTube video about it. But I think it'd be really cool to take the retro roulette idea that we're doing. That is a great video, for sure. And now there's a touch fire video. How fast can you touch fire? Imagine taking the retro roulette idea that we're doing here and playing each game until we find a frog. How fast can you get to frog? Because we did some frog-themed streams and it was pretty funny. And then we'd have to end the stream right there. Okay, go to the next game. I think most of these games probably have a frog at some point. Most platformers probably feature a frog, or there's a boss, or something related to a frog. We could also do the same thing with bats, because bat enemies are in everything. Maybe we do that for Halloween. How fast do we touch? The timer spins the roulette to that number. Well, that's interesting. So set up a timer. Maybe we'll do that for Halloween. Because we did the retro roulette all Halloween, but maybe we do it a little differently. I like the idea of... I call it the bat and switch. There we go. It's got a name and everything. I like it. You hit the bat, you switch. Simple as that. Run into a Zubat, you switch. Now, Super Mario Brothers 1, we know will not have a bat, so there'll be certain games. I feel like I'm gonna have to vet and make a specific list for it, but I'm definitely down. I think it'd be pretty fun. Just to create a different variation. I had fun with the frog-themed games we played, like a couple of different Battletoads games, different variations of Frogger. Little Nemo, and we even tried a one-hit KO challenge of Frog Mario in Super Mario Bros. 3. Because Little Nemo has a pretty prominent frog transformation. We also played Mega Man 4. We played Toadman's stage and then played the other stages with Toadman's ability. So yeah, all sorts of cool variations on it. I'm 100% down for that kind of stuff. They don't pick each other up. That's a DKC2 thing. take the hit. Oh, damn it. Wake up. Watch it put the kids up on the table. I want to see a chop suey edit with this. Try your best to put a little makeup. You wanted to. He's so bad. Don't do it. Do it. Don't do it. If you do it, post it. But don't do it. We out here minding our own business. Kong, you believe it? Come on. Even when we know what's coming, it's still hard to do. Zombie. Whoa. Heavy-handed. Did you just ban all gamers and all streamers from my stream? Attention, all streamers and Earthbound gamers. You can help him. All you have to do is send your credit card number and the 3 digits in the back of your card. Such an anti-gamer. Such hatred. All gamers and all streamers. Attention, all gamers. Attention, all streamers. Send me your 16-digit credit card number and the 3 numbers in the back of your credit card. You want to stop King K. Rool? It's the only way. Please don't send me that. That is, you know what? That is a good username. If you're gonna just have a username, why not? Just have some fun with it. Represent us all. Gonna help out in the fight against Gigagas. Oh, that was a Gigagas. Gigagas and a half. Gigagas. Gigagas. Gigagius. It's pronounced Gigagius. I think we might call the stream for tonight on Twitch and go raid somebody. Feels like a good amount of time. We have the shorter streams in the evenings on the weekends, or at least not my weekend, but during the week. My partner's going to be heading home soon, so I figure we'll do that. I'm going to be hanging out in the Discord if you want to hang out there. If you're not a member, feel free to join. And thanks for dropping in. I really appreciate it. If you hung out at any time this week, or you were hanging out earlier in the Discord for some Saturday morning cartoons, thank you for popping in. Also want to say thanks to 1,000 Years Steven for the follow. And Fexy. Also thank you to Mighty Collector for the recent raid. I appreciate it. Stick around and we will find someone who is streaming something cool and maybe something we haven't seen before. I hung out in the past and the present and the future, the four-dimensional hangs. I like it. I like it. You know what? We haven't, let's raid Mike 7A. We haven't been there in a bit. If you're watching on YouTube after the fact, this is the episode 43. This is the 43rd episode of the animal and creature themed retro roulette. I'll see you in the next part. I'll see you in episode 44. Feel free to check out some of the other episodes and streams in the playlist. Every one of my streams, when I go live, usually in the evening around 5 p.m. Pacific, every one of my streams goes up to YouTube, and you can check it out there. You can check out the different themes. You can check out the one-offs, the leap year frog stream that we did recently. And thank you to the recent YouTube subscribers as well. I'll see you in Mike 7A's chat, and I'll see you in the next stream tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific.